Dragons, the mythical beasts of dreams and nightmares. Welcome authors to Next Level Writing. In this video, we will be investigating dragons and what they can symbolize when using them in writing. Before we begin, remember to like, subscribe and share this channel. There will be more explanatory videos coming out and you don't want to miss out. Now, it's dragon time. To explain how dragons can be used in writing, we are going to analyze some common characteristics of a dragon and discuss the symbolic meaning behind each characteristic. First characteristic, reptiles. Dragons are often described as having the characteristics of a reptile: scaly skin, snake-like head, cold blood, strong claws and jaws. Reptiles can be a symbol of solitude, as most reptiles spend a majority of their time alone. This is also true of dragons. Dragons are often alone and like it that way. This means that, when writing about dragons, the author may want to consider how the dragon interacts with others. Think about dragons as that grumpy neighbour, often rude, easily agitated, and potentially aggressive. Basically, dragons would prefer to be left alone. If we build on from the connection between dragons and reptiles, we come to our second characteristic, ancient. Dinosaurs were reptiles and were around millions of years ago. Similarly to dinosaurs, dragons are often described as being around for a long time. Being ancient can have different meanings depending on the context. For dragons, being ancient can mean that they are very intelligent or wise. While wisdom can be a positive virtue, it can also add to the danger associated with these creatures. It is very rare to read about an encounter with a dragon that goes according to plan. The intelligence of these creatures means that they are aware of what is going on and are able to thwart the plans of those who are trying to do them harm. Third characteristic, fiery breath. An iconic characteristic of dragons is their fiery breath. Fire represents destruction and is arguably one of the most devastating forces on the planet. Fire itself can have a number of symbolic meanings, but for dragons there are two major ones. The first symbolic meaning of fire is danger. Fire consumes everything. It can burn houses, melt armor, and devastate crops. Combine fire with a giant monster and you have a very dangerous combination. For this reason, it should not be a surprise that when an author writes about dragons, some sort of danger is ever present. The second symbolic meaning of fire is nature. Fire is a force of nature and, while it can be destructive, it can also be necessary. Some plants actually require fire in order for the seeds to open. As a result, a dragon with its fiery breath can be a symbol of nature, the rich potential of destruction and creation that exist within our world. Fourth characteristic, flight. Another core feature of a dragon is their wings and their capacity to fly. Flight allows a dragon to travel large distances and reach places that other creatures cannot. This is the reason that many dragons dwell in mountains or caves. They are usually one of the few creatures that can actually get there. By being able to fly, dragons can be a symbol of freedom. Dragons are often portrayed as animals who do what they want when they want. While this freedom can be beneficial for the dragon, it can also mean chaos for other creatures. After all, if a dragon can do whatever it wants regardless of the consequences, how are other creatures going to stop it? To take this idea further, the wings of a dragon can symbolize the terrifying realization that there is no escape. No matter where you go, a dragon can get you. When selecting to write about a dragon, this looming threat can be a catalyst that forces other characters to action. Ultimately, other characters must choose what to do: live in fear or face the dragon head on. Fifth characteristic, treasure. A combination in classical literature is dragon and treasure. Sometimes that treasure can be a mountain of gold and jewels. Other times the treasure could be something else, a title or a castle for slaying the dragon. Sometimes even the treasure of a beloved princess. This hoarding of treasure by a dragon can be linked to a symbolic connection discussed earlier. Dragons are reptiles and reptiles are cold-blooded. When you call someone cold-blooded, it often means that they only think about themselves, regardless of the cost to others. This can mean that a dragon who hoards gold could be a symbol of selfishness and greed. And that's that. A brief summary of what dragons can symbolize in a piece of writing. If you think of another symbolic meaning of a dragon, let me know in the comment section below. Remember to like, subscribe and share this video, and, as always, keep taking your writing to the next level.